this decision in my life came to a point that I had to choose between success and family. But of course, anytime that you make me choose, I would really choose family over success because I know that the most important decision in life is not found in the boardroom, but it is found in our own dinner tables.
Welcome to the Powerhouse. My name is Joshua Gonzalez, but you can call me JG. This show is for the moment before the win, when you're at the crossroads and your judgment actually matters. Each episode, I sit down with a leader here in New York City to unpack one real decision under pressure. What the stakes were, what the trade offs they faced, what they chose, and the values behind it. Then we publish a short written breakdown in the Powerhouse newsletter on LinkedIn. So the lesson is easy to share, easy to remember, and useful long after the recording. So if you ever had to make a hard call with imperfect information, this is for you. Let's get it started. Our featured leader is the first vice president and general manager of Philippine National Bank, New York. Please welcome Eric Bustamante.
Well, good morning, JG. Good morning, everyone. And it's so nice to be here. And I am so much honored and privileged to be chosen as one of your featured podcast speakers. So my pleasure.
I'm, very happy to have you here. This is a historic milestone to the Powerhouse podcast. For everyone's information, Eric is actually the very first ever Filipino to be
Yeah.
featured, one of our leaders. So you are going to carry 100 million Filipinos, for the
Yes.
for the
Go
show.
Pinoy. Go Filipinos.
Awesome. Awesome. With that said, Eric, let's get it started. Of course, we want to know if one of your, if not your most defining decision. Please tell us, where were you in life right before making this big decision?
Well, thank you, JG. Well, back before I was in the Philippines, I was a very successful banker. I was leading one of the biggest banks in the Philippines back then. And this decision in my life came to a point that I had to choose between success and family. But of course, anytime that you make me choose, I would really choose family over success because I know that the most important decision in life is not found in the boardroom, but it is found in our own dinner tables.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. And let's get on to your potential decision. What was option A? And what was the other option?
Okay. Since we have a very successful, family life back in the Philippines. I am a banker, and also my wife is also a banker, and I've got two kids. And to make things short, we are having a grand life in the Philippines. So there will come a time that we got a petition from my dad. My dad has been here for the last more than 30 years. And the petition came in, I think in
Great. You mentioned there was some U.S. petition that came in. What's that about?
yes, JG. Back then, my dad petitioned us, all six kids, siblings, I mean, in 2007. Okay. I was back then single man. Uh, the petition came as a single, but I'm having this difficult decision because I need to bring my whole family in the US. So it just got delayed because I told my dad I would rather bring my whole family and just wait for the petition to be a family petition again.
I see. And um, what made your life in the Philippines so hard to leave?
Yeah. Okay. Of course, having a good life back in the Philippines, all the fame, the success, the awards, the accolades, that is every man's dream, every successful businessman's dream. That is one of the most important part that made my decision to live very, very difficult. But of course, JG, as I told you, important decisions in life are not made in the boardrooms, but it is found in our very own dinner tables.
Definitely, definitely. And tell us, what were the two real options that were kind of presented to you?
Okay. Well, the option A is, of course, to take the opportunity, okay, to leave the Philippines and get the green card in the United States. And option B is just to renounce the US citizenship or the green card and stay put in the Philippines and live a good life.
I see. So you said option A was to go to the States, and option B is just to say, okay, our family won't leave the Philippines. We'll stay in the States. So what would be the best case scenario? Let's just say if you don't leave for the States, what could have happened in your wildest dreams? And what's the worst case scenario there?
Okay. Not living in the Philippines, of course, we will still have a good life in the Philippines. Um, Business will be very, very good. Okay. Financially, everything will be fine. My kids were going to the best schools. And yes, we would live like a king and queen back then. But of course, having this option to think about your kids' future make me wonder if it's really a good decision, okay, to bypass or to let go of the U.S. citizenship. So at the end of the day, my wife and I decided that this U.S. Opportunity would be best for my two children's future.
I see. I see. And which option really looked better for your ego, and which option was better for your family? Honestly,
Of course, JG, for us men, ego is very, very important. Okay. If I'm going to be selfish, okay, and not think about my family, I'll go for option two, which is to stay behind, live a good life, and be up in the corporate ladder in the bank industry. But of course, as I've told you, business provides the means. But of course, family provides the meaning. So anytime, although there's a big urge to stay behind, at the end of the day, it's what your future will look like with your family. And that's the most important thing that made my decision to migrate and be with my family again.
I see. And what made it hard? What could you lose if you made the wrong decision?
Of course, if I made the wrong decision, we would be giving up all the success financially. Of course, we're going to give up everything. We're going to sell our home to start all over again in the United States. What if? What if I will not be able to get a good job? And if ever I'm going to get a good job, I'll just be like a regular banker. Okay, not unlike in the Philippines. So the fear of uh, losing or starting all over again makes it very, very hard. Am I at this point in time in my age? I don't want to lose. At this point in time of my career, I don't want to fail. Definitely.
Um, were you hearing some horror stories that successful and well accomplished individuals, leaders in the Philippines moving to the States and not making it work? Were you hearing some of those stories?
Well, definitely, JG. I before making this big decision, I already have some sad stories for my other friends. They are doctors in the Philippines, a very, very successful doctor that migrated to the US for some reason. And they found themselves being a gas attendant or even getting manual jobs that is really beyond their expectations. Remember, they're doctors back then. But eventually, they were able to overcome all these obstacles. And right now, although they're not real doctors in the US, they found it very, very fulfilling, even though they had to go for another alternative role or job.
Different career essentially from expectation. And I'm gonna ask a hard question here. Was the harder part actually losing the career, or losing the version of yourself that the career gave you?
Well, of course, it's easy to lose a career when the choice is between career and the family. But of course, sometimes you have to also weigh the options.
Mhm.
Okay? Choosing a career over your family, it means that losing the respect of your children, losing the respect of your spouse. But if you're going to choose family over career, that's really the end all of everything. Fame and success will fade, but your family will be forever.
Right. Um, Take us to the moment when everything became real. Where were you? What set it off? And what did you do next?
Well, after making that big decision in my life, Joshua, I migrated in the United States in July of 2012. Back then, I honestly, I let my family, okay, my wife and my two kids went ahead for 2 years in 2010 with the notion that we can easily go back to the Philippines if life would not be successful. My wife was then an aspiring nurse because they know that nurses in the US has a bigger job or bigger salary as compared to banker. So I let my family go ahead and told my wife just in case we will not be successful in the United States and you're going to find it hard, okay? Then we can go back anytime with the Philippines and I still got a good job.
Right. So your story is, it seems like you hedge your bet and be like, let your family go first. You stay in the Philippines just in case it doesn't work. And what finally made you kind of shift and pivot and be like, okay, I'm gonna go all in and move to the States.
Okay, JG. Um, it's a very funny story because every time I attempted to go to the US and be with my family, remember they went ahead for 2 years. So I was having a single life in the Philippines, okay, as a very successful banker. Um, every time that I tell my children that I'll be going there definitely soon, um, I get promoted or I get there's something that's hindering me in going there, especially in my career. Uh, it came to a point that my two kids had enough of my promises, my false promises. And the last time I told them, okay, daddy will be there for good, and we're going to be living my good life here as a banker, and we're going to be together soon. But my daughter, okay, finally said, Dad, you had your chances now before, and you keep on telling us that we're going back to the United States to be with us. But now I think we're already good without you. We are fine without you. You can stay there in the Philippines for good if you want. And that definitely, JG, struck me the most. Um, remember, I love my two kids very much. And
Mhm.
for them to tell you that we don't need you anymore or our life will be good without you, really crushed my heart. So at that very moment, without hesitation, I tendered my resignation uh, to my job, and whatever it takes, I will go back to my family soon.
I see. And when your daughter said, "We're good. We don't need you here anymore," what did you hear behind or beneath those words? If you read between the lines.
Well, of course, losing the respect of your children is really very hard to swallow, JG. Um, Hearing your kids that they're better off or they're good even without the father is really something that you cannot take. So I said to myself, what is good if you're very successful, but at the end of the day, you're going to lose the love and respect of your family.
Definitely. And did it feel like a strong warning that you were already becoming like an absent father to them? Is that what they felt?
Yes, yes. Of course, special occasion in my children's life, like birthdays, graduations, and even moments that they would be awarded. Some awards or trophies in school. I miss all those opportunities with them.
Oh wow.
I regret the day that uh, my son was graduating from high school, and I was not even there uh, to give him a clap or even cheer for him. So those missed opportunities will never go back again in our time. You can just reminisce. You can just think of that day that how I wish you would be with them in every most important decision in their life or event.
It's definitely hard to give up something like that. You know, as a father who really wanted to build a career to kind of bring your family to a certain level, right? To be respected, to be privileged, and now apparently the downside was not being able to attend their birthdays, the
Yeah.
graduations, awards, those things that they probably would remember for the rest of their life. And as a good father, you chose to essentially leave this comfort in the Philippines, although it was painful, move to the States. um what did you learn quickly when did you move?
Oh, well, I moved after making that decision to whatever it takes. I'll be there for my family.
Uh-huh.
I moved to the United States last July of 2012, and then yes, I was with them after 2 years, and then the first thing that I did was to, of course, hug my family, my wife, and my two kids, and then surprisingly, um, I don't know, this feeling that do I still know them after 2 years, and they have grown
Wow.
so fast that well, s- there's a mixed feeling, JG. After
Sure.
seeing your kids for after 2 years, they're grown very very fast, and I hardly know them.
I see. And tell us, how was restarting your career in New York? Was it that difficult, or what happened there?
Okay. Well, when I migrated in the US in 2012, we have a very small family-owned tax firm in Brooklyn. That's where I started uh, my career as a tax professional from 2012 up to 2018.
Mhm.
So I gave up my banking career in the United States to be with my family's business and be their main marketing man. And of course, as they say, once a banker is always a banker. So one of my boss, my former boss in the banking industry, offered me this job to take on as a general manager of Philippine National Bank. And it's a decision also, another decision that's hard to resist. So I told my dad, I think I've served our family business well. Then it's time for me to do my own passion, which is banking. So eventually, last February 1st of 2018, I accepted the role of the general manager of Philippine National Bank, New York. And the rest is
Great.
history.
That's awesome. And we'll go back to when you were starting back again. Um, what was the most humbling part about it?
Okay. Yeah. Back then, when we're still starting, my wife is still studying for their nursing profession, studying for the board exam of NCLEX. Uh, it was really, really humbling seeing my wife doing these manual jobs, like being a sales lady in Macy's, doing some odd jobs, and picking her up around 11 o'clock in the evening because usually her shift will be ending by that time. So imagine for my banker in the Philippines, my wife will be doing all those stuff, being a regular sales lady in Macy's. But the thing is, when I was still also starting my career, I'm not really a tax professional. So I really need to also to upgrade my knowledge in that. And then it's really hard because from a banker to a tax professional, it's a big shift. But with the support of my family and my dad and my siblings, we were able to pull it through. But it's not really, really successful at the very start. You still have to go from the very bottom and work your way up.
I understand. And wanted to pull this thing wherein I'm not sure what your answer would be, right? But of course, in the Philippines, high producing career, high powered career, and then in New York, start from scratch. Did it really matter to your kids that my dad is now back in beginner mode? Did they lose that respect, or it didn't matter anyway, being high level or being from the beginner?
You know, JG, for me, gaining the respect again of my two children really matters to me. But for them, of course, I don't think they would mind seeing their dad, okay, doing other jobs, being a banker. What is important to them is that at every weekend we were going to the mall, eating and dining out and watching movies. They really don't care. I mean, what is my position in the Philippines? But I think the most important thing is the bond that we're creating, the memories that we're creating during those precious time that I am finally with them.
Love that. Love that. So, looking back, Eric, about this big decision of yours, what did you learn, and what can our audience learn from you?
Well, just one thing that, of course, the business will always provide the means, but your family will always be the meaning of all your success. If you're going to choose between family and career, as they say, you can do both simultaneously. Being a successfully businessman or being a successful family, you can do it both. But there will be always a different degree of how you value your life. And for me, I've already learned my lesson, JG, that no matter how successful you are, your success will be meaningless without your family being with you. They say fame and success will always fade, but your family and the love of your children will always be there forever.
All right, Eric. Now for the fun part of our podcast, all about New York City. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready, JG. Let's
All
bring it
right.
on.
So we'll start with coffee. What would be your coffee order, and where are you getting it?
Well, basically, JG, I'm a very passionate person when it comes to coffee, but also I'm also traditional. So I'll get the caramel coffee macchiato any time of the day.
And do you have a go-to shop or bakery for it, or you make it at home?
Well, you mean for the coffee?
Yeah, for the coffee. Yeah.
Okay,
Where will you buy it?
of course. I'm going to buy it at Starbucks.
All right. That's a go-to. Perfect. Next is bagels. What's your bagel order?
Okay, I love this bagel with the sesame seed, so I usually order that toasted and with a lot of cream cheese to go with my coffee.
Awesome. Do you have a favorite bagel spot?
Or the Manhattan bagel. or
Oh,
even the
okay.
Dunkin', or even the Dunkin' Donuts.
You'll take the donkey too?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. What's a local spot in the city that deserves more attention?
Well, definitely is the New York Times Square. Uh,
Hmm.
it deserves a lot of cleaning, of course, and also, of course, security wise. And yeah, I think that's the most favorite part of all locals here.
Awesome. Okay. Um, so you're celebrating. What restaurant are you reserving?
Well, my family loves meat, steaks, everything. So rather go for the Fogo de Chao,
Fogo de Chão.
located in Manhattan, wherein all the perfect meats are there. You don't have to choose, and they have a good selection also of salads and soups. So that's it. That's our go-to guy.
Love it. Fogo de Chão. I also love their bread, the pão de queijo. Yeah.
Yes,
Love it.
yes, and also, yeah, yeah. I think they made it very fresh every day. That's good.
Yes. Great choice. Great choice. And it's a big restaurant, huge. So I'm sure people will enjoy. Definitely.
Yes, with a good ambiance, with a good, very good ambiance to celebrate live somehow. Yeah.
What subway behavior should be illegal?
Oh, subway behavior is supposed to be legal. Of course, being on the edge or walking on the edge of the platform, I think there should be a barrier on that one, just to protect people. Now, all this stuff that's pushing around. So it should not be allowed to really walk on those near the very
On the
edge of
edge,
the platform.
right?
Yeah.
Got it. Let's see. Which New York City neighborhood is your personality, and why?
Well, of course, the very heart is Manhattan. Okay. So this is where fast life, success are originating. And of course, I'm a very lively person. I'm very outgoing and sociable. And yes, I think that best fits my personality. And yeah, Manhattan is a good life.
Any specific area in Manhattan that you enjoy very much, aside from Times Square?
Oh, okay. From Times Square. Of course.
Aside from
What
Times Square,
the Fifth Avenue? Okay, the
Fifth
Fifth
Avenue.
Avenue,
Okay,
wherein
all
all
right.
these high end stores are located. You just want to walk around and just like in a different world.
Oh, awesome. How about Midtown? Do you like Midtown, or you're okay with Midtown?
Well, of course, since our bank is located in Midtown, Midtown is my favorite.
You're the second person
Unbiased.
on my
Yeah, of
show
course, of course, of
that
course.
said Midtown. So, oh, I get it. I get it. Midtown's nice too. Um, Times Square. This guy also said Times Square. He liked Times Square too. So very similar.
Of course.
Uh, how about this? If New York had a signature smell, how would you describe it?
Oh, wow. It's a mixture of in between. But of course, you can never go wrong with the smell of signature smell. It's a smell of success.
Okay, wow.
It's smell of prosperity.
Uh
Like
huh. Oh, nice. I love that analogy. How about like a real smell? Or what's the real smell?
well, I can only smell success, JG,
Okay,
in New York Times Square. That's good.
got it. So I'll finish this sentence. In New York, you can blank.
Well, in New York, you can be living your dreams in life.
Awesome. Elaborate. Elaborate.
Okay. Well, of course, as they say, New York is the um, sign of success. When you're already there, New York is the hub of all the business in the world. And whenever you find success in New York, you're going to be fine and successful in anywhere.
Oh, nice, nice. I love that. Um, what's the most New York thing that you've ever done?
Well, Your most New York thing is being a fashion model, JG.
Oh, wow. Tell
See,
us more. Tell
see
us more.
yourself in the New York Fashion Week. I've been a constant fixture in the New York Fashion Week from 2012 up to 2025, and also seeing yourself, your picture in that giant New York Times Square billboard.
I love that. I'll put that photo in the newsletter so everyone
Yes,
sees.
yes, yes. Please, please. I'll send you my version from 2022 to 2025.
Oh, I
Yeah,
love that.
yeah. There's different
Okay,
version
okay.
of my photo in the New York Times Square billboard.
Perfect, perfect. What did New York teach you?
Well, New York teaches me to be humble,
Mhm.
to be hardworking, to be passionate in everything you do. You can never go wrong with opportunity that's right in front of you. You just have to work hard and strive for it.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Eric, for being here with us today. Tell us, who are the people that should reach out to you?
Well, of course, all those um, budding students who wants to have a successful career in banking, all those community kababayans who wants to do banking with us or reach out about Philippine National Bank. Okay, they're most welcome, and we're always happy to serve them.
Tell us more about what are the services currently available to the Filipinos here in New York that your bank offers.
Okay, first of all, Philippine National Bank is a full service U.S. bank that caters to all Filipinos, former Filipinos, and foreigners alike. We are opening a savings account, checking account, or time deposits. That's like what other U.S. banks do. We also do the Fed ACH pension for all those pensioners who may want to open a PNB Philippine account whenever they migrate to the Philippines. We also do the remittance services if they want to send money from the US to the Philippines. And also, we have this bread and butter. We call it the Own a Philippine Home Loan, wherein all Filipinos and foreigners alike can have a chance to realize their dream homes in the Philippines without the need of going home. It's a US denominated loan that provides financing for their dream residential properties in the Philippines. Right.
Wait, you mean people can get a home loan in the Philippines using their like salary here?
Yes, yes. It's all the processing are done at PMB New York. Okay. And then what we do is we pay the residential properties in the Philippines, or even if they want to build their home on their property in the Philippines, or house construction renovation. We do all those financing, and there's no need to go home. It's being
Wow.
processed here at PNB New York, and this is really a good opportunity for us films to have a piece of property in the Philippines.
Wow, the American dream, but also in the Philippines, right? Something like
Yes,
that.
yes. This is also our way of doing our humble thing of contributing to the investment growth in the Philippines.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And how should they reach out to you, Eric? Where can they find you?
Well, well, of course, if they want to see me in person, I'm located at Philippine National Bank, New York, located in 561 7th Avenue, second floor in Manhattan. They can also reach me through my email at bustamanteeb@pnb.com.ph. I'm also on heavy on social media like FB, Instagram. They can also find me at LinkedIn. Okay, so I'm practically everywhere, JG.
Great. And thank you so much. Now, what would be your final remarks to our emerging leaders that are watching here today, listening to your story?
Okay, for those emerging leaders, remember, success is just a moment, but what is important is who are you offering it to, the meaning of your success. And this is simply one word: family.
If you're serious about making better decisions in your life, career, or business, Subscribe to the Powerhouse. Every episode, we unpack one real decision under pressure so you can learn from leaders across New York City. And if there's someone whose story we should feature next, drop their name in the comments. I'm JG, and I'll see you in the next episode.